hey, it's not time for Why Are You Awake? It's actually time for Singles Only reissue. I still have to edit some of the old episodes of Why Are You Awake that I just recorded. Instead, I'm reissuing an episode of Singles Only from back in August of 2018 with Rashida Sheedz Olayiwola. Awesome episode. You might have seen her on Jury Duty. She's killing it right now. This is episode 109 with comedian Jeanie Doogan. Make sure you follow Jeanie. Follow me if you don't already. If you're listening to this podcast, go over and watch it on my YouTube channel. And subscribe to the page. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on TikTok. Follow Rashida Sheedz. She's hilarious. She's such a good person. It's such a great story of how we met and how to handle things as an adult, because we kind of met on weird terms of misunderstanding something. She's awesome. You can see me tonight at the House of Comedy in North Scottsdale, Arizona, with my friends Jim Carrey and Tracy Dome, Paul Farahvar and friends. I will be at Hilton West Palm Beach doing comedy with my friend Stephen Marshall. We're co-headlining on August 16th. I'll be at McCurdy's in Sarasota headlining on August 21st and 24th, and then opening for my friend Keith Alberstadt on Friday and Saturday, August 22nd and 23rd. I'll be back in Chicago for stand-up sit-down on August 25th with an amazing lineup. Also, I'll be at Carmel, Indiana on August 28th. I'll be at Riverside Theater again in Vero Beach on September 12th and 13th. And then I'll be at the House of Comedy in Minneapolis at the Mall of America September 25th and 28th, headlining. And then I'm opening for Drew Dunn on the 27th and the 26th. So, yeah, if you love this podcast, subscribe, tell your friends, give us a review, and I'll give you one of these awesome Why Are You Awake pins. Share the clips. It helps so much. I'm almost monetizing here on this YouTube channel, so everything helps. And also, thanks. It's time for another edition of Singles Only Podcast. My name is Paul Farahvar. On this episode, we have the amazing Jeanie Doogan riding shotgun and our guest, comedian, writer, actor, Rashida Sheedz. All right, you've heard me talk about him before. And if you are new to the podcast, you must know about my friend Scott Shapiro. If you have been injured on the job and need compensation, you may be entitled to payment for not only your medical treatment, but pay while you're off work and other compensation as well. My dear friend, attorney Scott Shapiro, has been helping injured workers for 20 years here in Chicago. Contact him at 312-648-8800 or email him at scott@scottshapirolegal.com. His law office is a full-service law firm, and in addition to workers' compensation cases and work injuries, the law office can handle any and all of your legal needs, including entertainment law. All consultations are initially free of charge, so do not take a chance and wait. Call him, 312-648-8800, or check out his website at scottshapirolegal.com. All right, Singles Only. Paul Farahvar here, riding shotgun.
Yay.
My
Thanks.
friend, Jeanie Doogan. How are you?
Did you see I was going to interrupt you before you could say
You
anything?
didn't. You wanted to cock
Thanks.
block me.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We had some technical difficulties, so we didn't get the first few minutes that we were doing, so we don't have to do our intro again.
No,
Jeanie.
I don't
People
think
know
so.
who you are.
People
You're the
know me.
side girl.
Yeah.
Side girl.
Keep up. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, you love that. On this episode, though, we have an amazing guest, hilarious Rashida Sheedz.
Yo.
Sorry, we have to do this all over. We actually just recorded it. Didn't record, so
it's worth it to do it all over. I just want to say, Jeanie, I love your name. Jeanie
Oh,
Doogan.
thank you.
It's dope.
yeah,
Thank you.
I like that.
it's all right name. Rashida is way cooler.
It's a good name. Thank you. See how people can be nice? You see that? You can learn
I'm
something.
nice all the time. So Rashida and I did a show together. We have a history. We had a bad start. We started together. We had a bad history because we had a miscommunication, and I was so impressed with the way you handled it and how hilarious, in addition to being hilarious, how professional you were.
And man, you know what? Thank you, Paul. I'm going to say this again, what I said before, because I think it needs to be heard. The way we started out was total, I wouldn't even say bad. I would say it was like a challenge. It was challenging. how we met, because some people would have walked away and said it was bad, but there was a miscommunication. And in this climate we're in right now, and I said before, I've learned so much about intersectional feminism, where that's the only type of feminism I would support ever. But it's like nowadays you have so many things going on where people don't give a chance to hear people out. They just right away, I'm going on Facebook and I'm going to let everybody know so they can stop supporting it, or they go on Twitter. And it's like, in some cases, like racism, all that other shit, when you know that it's happened, do whatever you want to do that will help the problem, you know. Yeah. But when it's like you don't know and you ain't heard this person out, you shouldn't have that right. Yeah. You should, you know, and that's what happened with me and Paul. And I was just it was dope how he came to me, because I reached out to give him a shout out, Curtis Flagg.
From Laugh Factory,
He's so people don't give those people who book these shows enough credit. His job is difficult too, and
he is such a stand-up guy.
He's such a stand-up guy. He's so sweet. There. And I reached out to him and was like, "Yo, man, what's up with this dude, Paul?" I was like, I was like, first of all, I was the only woman on the bill last night, the only woman of color on the bill last night. He kept asking me, "Do I know this?" And to my defense, where I was coming from, it was like, because as a Black woman and a woman in general coming up in comedy, so much we get treated differently, and like we don't know things, or let me show you this, or our times will get cut just because someone doesn't know you, and it's like,
what are you talking about? It's not
what
fair.
Does that
mean?
They're going to give you
this
a tip
is
on
game
the
where
room,
it's like, if
something.
I bomb, I bomb. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
Do me like you do the guys, you know, or we get shortchanged with our money. Like a lot of things go into play where sexism is very real, but in this case, it was not that. I thought that it was, because of how, you know, when it was just came down to it, that Paul's just how I like shit ran.
Right.
Yeah. So
direct.
He's very direct. He runs a tight ship where, because again, in the history of comedy, some shit can get sloppy. Yeah. People go over their times. People show up late, and he's just a real professional guy who runs a tight ship. Very funny. His crowds love him. Tourists love him.
Only his crowds.
No, I said, you hear I said tourists. I said tourists love you.
Oh yeah.
No, that's,
I know. I'm
hey,
just
yo,
with you.
like the homie Dave Hellum, or even my cousin Rel, like people who have it's a big deal when you get a regular show. That's what I mean, like your show.
So to give people history on the show, I was hosting a show at the Laugh Factory, and the manager came up to me. It's like, "Hey, we got to get this show tight." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I saw there was a couple people who were not regulars there, and so a lot of times at that club and a lot of clubs, they don't tell people where the light is, which tells them when they got to wrap it up. And I like to make sure as a host, I'm like, "Hey, does everyone know where it is?" Make sure they're comfortable and everything. And I went up to the two people who were not regulars and I say, "Hey, this is the light. We got a tight show. Let me know if you have any questions." You had an issue because there was a discrepancy in what you told on your time that night too, I think, and what was written down. Yeah. And I was like, "Well, which one is it?" And then we were just like,
they had me down 15. Then it went from 15 minutes to 10 minutes to 8. Yeah. So if you're approached 3 times in one night, and then I had you came up to me about the light, not knowing that he's just like, I just want to make sure, you know, I have never done a show with you before. But I had like all the, like, it was just
different
like
times.
so much.
Different, my time's getting cut and I haven't even done a set yet.
I haven't even did a set. I haven't even started the damn show.
And that's stuff that I had I'm just going off the list they gave me. I'm like, and then I'm like, well, there's already a discrepancy because she thought she was doing 10. They got you 8. So I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Let's just make it go. And then the way I looked at it, I was like, I'm trying to make everyone comfortable so they have a good time as a host, and I clearly did not do that.
Well, you approach people too in that sort of lawyer tone that you have, and it's very direct and kind of, it's like a little bit businessy when you're not sure of it, and you're new to the club, and you're like,
it's kind of like Kamala Harris. Everybody's like, and I'm like, somebody was saying Harris, like, the Senator Harris,
California.
She's so great, so smart, but she has a very direct way. And people are like, well, no, she can't do this because she's so. I'm like, y'all do understand that this lady's a lawyer. Like, this is how. Right. It's like you, like, it's like.
I'm a lawyer too,
And it's like, once you get to know her, though, she's so great.
Yeah.
at what she does.
Well, people need, like we take things so personally, especially when you're vulnerable going out on stage, on a new stage. You've done this, like you said, you bomb, you know how to do a room, you know how to do a crowd. But then to not know how somebody's approaching you, it's, like you said, take time to listen to each other because so much.
We did we had an hour-long conversation. And
it went from email, and I was like, no, let's call each other.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we talked.
It was so fucking awesome because in this, like you said, this climate, I've had problems with people before, and then all of a sudden, like I hear people talking about me behind my back. I'm like, what is this stemming from? And then you find out it's like one person who created drama for no fucking reason,
with it.
And just run with
that shit.
And you were
Ain't
like,
scary?
Let's just talk this out.
Well, especially now with the platform that you could be on, it's so scary.
I don't play that at all. That's why I was like, let's talk. I do not play that shit.
I remember
because
that.
People, I said it before everything when they stopped recording early, but I have a friend who was borderline suicidal he didn't even know what was going on, and it was
allegations against
he was
him?
getting dropped from everything, and he just was like, I feel so broken. After I helped him, like I was like, we need to find. All of a sudden, it was a rumor, seriously a rumor, and this person lost a lot of shit
because of a rumor,
and it was like he almost took his life. And
Jesus,
if anybody know me, I always try to lift people up, and I always say, it's really crazy how people are always like, when somebody dies, they're like, rest in peace. And it's like, but you gave them hell while they were living.
Right.
And that's what I told him. I was like, we're going to get you better. But it's like, think about that, man. Like, and you have such a great representation. We have mutual friends. Like Chris Rhett's like, nah, bro, sis, he's great. And I was just like, that's why we need to talk. Because
it was awesome.
Simple miscommunication.
So cool. And that's why, and one thing people always ask me my opinion on stuff, it's always like, it is hard work and being talented, but also being professional and just being a responsible adult. And you're so young, and to have that knowledge and that ability to do that in addition to being a fucking hilarious comedian, a writer and stuff, bro. I'm like, man, I know you're going to be huge. It's so cool.
You, man. Look how it ended with love, where I'm here. I wish I could be here for your show because I love doing people's shows.
Oh, right, yeah.
You and Dave, y'all stand out amongst putting people on. To give credit to that too, putting people on stages and giving them where they can be heard. So I wish I was going to be here, but I leave.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. We talked about that too.
So I'm glad I'm here.
My show, Drink Date Laugh. Yeah.
Oh,
Jeanie
nice.
Doogan.
Yeah.
Jeanie Doogan, not so much her. Paul Farahvar.
Cut it out.
I love her name.
So you live all over, right? You got.
I'm trying to, like, anybody who know me, like you said, everything's happening. So I'm hoping that I get to stay in like LA or New York. I would love to do like my big sis is doing. She's bi-coastal, where she's like in New York for 9 months, and then when it gets for the summer, she's in LA. Yeah. That's a goal.
You're tri-coastal.
But
though.
Right now I'm right. So I only come home to Chicago like literally maybe every 3 months for like a week or two at a time, because it'll either be if I book work or I have a mentoring program called She's Success Team.
Oh, nice.
Where I help at-risk children on the south side of Chicago, where I used to mentor. And after I'm away, I make sure that they get the things that they need. Like right now, we got our big book bag drive, and make sure they have food and things like that.
Damn.
And this is, I know the big superstars are doing it. Mad love to LeBron, Derrick Rose, and all them, but you don't gotta be a superstar to do that shit.
Yeah.
So that's when I come home. But most of the time, I'm in LA or New York. So yeah, I'm single as shit. And like Jeannie said, that might be one of the problems of it. But it seems
you need to get someone on each coast. That's what it is.
That's the goal. I think you said that once. You're like, because I travel. You're like, man, it'd be so cool to have like a girlfriend in each city or something like that, or
dope,
a guy.
But I'm like at the point, damn, shit's gonna get real, Paul.
Yeah, we don't fuck around here. We're trying to be all nice to you up top, but we're getting the dirt.
I was just telling like a friend the other day how, especially in what we do, or just you miss the companionship, and you miss like. It's cool talking to my girlfriends, like my homies, but I want my man, like the companionship to go out with, to lay up with that. And I wrote on my Facebook, I think a couple of days ago, I was like, I'm tired of having hoes. It's stressful. Like I just want a boyfriend.
Right.
You do want a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
How are you going to have a boyfriend when you're in 3 different cities and you're working so hard doing all this shit you're doing?
I mean, it can work. It works. Trust me. I know people with marriages who do this shit.
It's about finding someone that will not allow it, but
they're already married.
Understand
but
it.
I'm saying, like, when they were dating, like, we can make this work. Even if I had a person in New York, I'm always there. I only go to LA for the summers if I have to go. But it's like, at least getting there, and then we can work out the rest of the shit. A lot of these dudes be scared to grow with ambition women.
Yeah.
And I'm very ambitious.
That's true.
And I'm not finna turn down for nobody because it's just like, y'all say y'all want these ambitious ass women and women who doing it on their own. Then I've dated 2 guys so far in 2018, and it ended after like a month and a half. Same shit every time. Ego and like, I know you busy, or insecurities, and I'm like, but I pick up when you call. Yeah. When I'm here, we go out. You can fly out anytime. So it's just like, what do you want? Because I know what I want.
Are these guys you date? Are they also in the entertainment industry? Or are they regular people?
You have to be I have to really, 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 really like your ass to date you in the entertainment.
Yeah,
for real. Other than that, I dated a cop earlier this year.
A cop?
Yeah. That didn't work out. In Chicago.
Oh shit. Okay.
He gonna listen to this shit.
Oh.
You know.
I'm married to a
she's
cop.
She's married to a cop.
I love a man in uniform. This one just was he's a newer cop.
Okay.
So he was just like, it was like he was competing with me for ego shit. I have to. I would literally we'd be chilling and I'd be looking at stuff I gotta do. And he'd be like, well, I have to do this, and I'm just like, dude, I'm literally reading. This is my work. This is how it
you
goes.
have to do that.
This is not a competition.
I'm not trying to compete with how many people you gotta go protect or serve. Like, the fuck is going on here?
We're not comparing sides of guns.
How did you meet these 2 guys that you dated last year?
I was out. The cop I met, I was out at it's one of my favorite restaurants. Damn, I'm going on Monday.
Oh, you are so pretty too. Look at her face.
Yeah.
You are lit up right now. You are.
Just talking about him, you get
excited. I could see you just attracting people with your smile.
Thank you. It was at Papados. You made me
remember
I was blushing. It was at Papados. I was out with one of my homegirls, and they were at the bar, and he came over to our table and was just talking to us. And then by the end of the night, he was just like, man, you should come to the W for more drinks or whatever. And so after I left my homegirl, I went with him, and we hit it off. Like, it was very sweet first couple weeks.
Did he know you were a comedian right off the bat?
He did. And
they love that at first, don't they?
They do. And what I did love about it is that whenever he would plan something, he would never plan comedy stuff. And I loved that shit.
Nice, yeah.
Because a lot of dudes know, when they know you're in this, they'll be like, you want to go to this comedy show? And I'm like, no, that's the last
what I
thing
do,
I want to do. I don't want to be nowhere near that shit. I don't want to talk about it. I want to do whatever, something else. But it was very sweet. And then it just, when it was starting to get a little serious, and he would come to support me, and it would be like, all right, I got to wait to greet some people afterwards, or and that would be like, so I got to wait for you.
Right.
And I saw it happen. I was like, oh shit, here it comes. Or when I would get flown out for different things, and he'd be like, so didn't you just come back from New York, so you got to go back for this audition or this? And I'm like, dude, it's work. Like, I'm not going for leisure shit. And that's another thing. We're going to pause. A lot of people, because a lot of people see us they'll see us do these great things, not knowing that they don't see the work.
That's work.
Like, people see me running down the halls at SNL and shit, but they don't see the 4 shows I did before, the other shit that I'm there doing. Like,
how you got there too.
Right. They don't see how I got there. They don't see none of that. Or they'll see me doing a show in Hawaii or some shit, and it's like, do you know how much work that's work?
Right.
Yeah.
And the after shit, thank God I'm getting some drinks and to hang with some cool people.
Right.
But he would see that, and he would take that as, oh, she went to just kick it without me. And he's like, well, we could have went on a vacation. I'm like, dude, we're a month in.
That's it.
I'm not finna go on a vacation with somebody I'm a month in with, and this ain't vacation
Right.
shit that you're looking
You're
at.
working. You're on somebody else's schedule.
So that was the
Did
problem
you
with
run
that.
into like jealousy too with that? Because then you have guys coming up to you and wanting to take
Yeah.
pictures. That the jealousy.
I dealt with that with him a lot. And just it was other belief shit that he had where it was like, if I like you, we can work through like what I believe in, what you believe in, because I'm not ever gonna ask anyone to compromise unless it's like hateful shit. And
Yeah.
it's like, yo, nah, we can't do this. But it was a lot
like
of
religious or what?
no, like Planned Parenthood type stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he had this nigga was. Can I say the N word?
Yeah, you can.
You
Okay,
can.
right. Okay, I'm just saying.
Because he's from the south side of Chicago and he's a cop, so he's probably conservative.
He was like, he had a lot of conspiracies. He'd be like,
Okay.
and they put them in the black community because they're trying to kill it. And I'm like, dude, one of my best friends works for them, and I used to have to go to them in college because I didn't have insurance,
Right.
and they don't just do abortions. They fucking help
Right.
women who don't have. And he would listen, but then he'd be like, no, what I'm saying is right. And I'm like, I'm a woman. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. But
It just
yeah.
like it takes a special kind of person to want to be a comedian. It takes a special kind of person to want to be a cop
Oh,
too.
right.
And I
got
mean
a
that's
hard-
honest.
hard
and I agree.
fucking job.
I agree because I have uncles who are
Yeah.
are police and firefighters
Right.
and best friends.
And
who
no
do that.
disrespect, but it takes a certain
does.
kind of person.
Respect
Yeah.
to you. And I know that I could be that person, but it also takes it for both.
Right.
I agree with you. The other dude I dated,
He
Your
was
face
a
just
criminal.
fell.
He just came
Your
out.
face just fell.
That glow in your face just went to like, oh shit. Like,
How long was it between these two relationships too?
the one was at the
don't
beginning
bust her
of
like
the-
that. It
No,
might have been at
I
the same
know.
time.
It's cool. It's
She
cool.
can lie. She
I
can,
put my whole shit out there. It's cool now.
I wasn't asking like that.
Nah. So we went to college together and kind of like reconnected.
Okay, yeah. After college.
Yeah, we didn't date in college at all.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what he did until like that serious. I was like, "What do you do?"
Are the feds going to get involved in this
No,
podcast?
but he would always pop up with the coolest shit. Like, I mean, nice ass condo. And I'm like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, I work in I do business. I'm an entrepreneur." And remember what you just said about the entertainment, like dating someone in entertainment,
Yeah.
Paul. So not knowing, he didn't want to tell me because he wanted to have a chance.
It was
for us to
50
date.
Cent, wasn't it?
No, I don't want to say his name, but I will say he was a writer for Key and Peele.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
And
shit.
he still does.
Wow.
He still writes for a lot of the.
You didn't know that when you met him.
No, I thought because he never would.
So he did- okay.
He doesn't like to talk about it. He just was like, I do different.
Did
things.
he not want to talk about with you specifically because you're also
Yeah.
you writer for SNL, right?
No,
mean,
I don't write for
no?
SNL.
Okay.
No, please don't
What
do you-
make that a thing.
But you're
Okay.
a writer and you're a
I
comedian.
am a writer. I'm a comedic actress writer, and I have many of my friends are at SNL,
Okay.
and I'll get invited out just to, whether it be to network, to
Sure,
the show.
yeah.
Like I love them so much, and I just got mad respect for their work.
Yeah, yeah. But is that why he didn't want to bring it up? Because
I don't. He never said like I think it's because we were both trying to get a feel for each other.
Okay.
And maybe what people do to him because he is a real popular guy, very handsome dude. And it was so funny when I found out because I was actually working on something, a submission for something, and he was like, "You should let me take a look at that." And I was just, it ain't that I'm like real protective over my shit.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, why? You
Why
don't
would
tell me
you?
what the
Yeah.
fuck you do.
right.
And then he was just like, well, when I used to write for Key and Peele, and I was like, yo, what? And he's like, yeah, I could take a look at it. Or he wasn't even the type where it's like, I could punch it up. I could, he was
Right,
like,
right.
I'll just
I'm
look at
interested
it.
in you.
Nice.
So
So how did that go wrong?
It sounds like you did something the way
I
I'm
didn't
looking
do
at.
nothing. It's what we both did.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
We still keep in touch. we want to see each other this weekend
Oh,
because we're
that's
both
good. Yeah.
in town right now because he travels to Atlanta and shit too. But he was just like, I think we both wanted the same thing. It was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And it's still kind of like that. It's like, what's going on? what are we doing? Like, do you want this? Is this for real? I think it was just a little bit of like, but with him, I told him, I'm like, I'm totally down to build, to grow. You gotta, we could be real. I'm not finna just be fucking you, man.
Yeah. So you're
Like,
both ambitious,
period.
and there wasn't a competition element
No,
to it too.
it
So
was-
that's
it
like
was
could
so-
be ideal.
It was so chill.
Yeah.
And it was so peaceful. That's how you know you dig it, when a person can give you some peace. Then,
That calmness kind of that. Yeah.
oh my God, you should bring her as your partner all the time.
She's always
She's
here.
so
She's the
great.
voice of reason
Thank
on the
you.
show.
You are really a voice of reason, Jeannie.
See, that's why I done
All right,
that.
don't let it
damn
get to her
it.
head, Sheets. You're gonna get her all
Is.
cocky.
I'm sorry, I really like her.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
we
you.
used to like each other too, but
Y'all funny. I like you too.
I know, but I'm very
Now
competitive.
there is a competition.
You like me
That-
more. No,
We talk all the time about how hard it is as a comedian to find somebody that not only respects what you do, understands the work that goes with it, the writing, the mindset, the mind
Oh my
fuck that
God.
it is. And we said that it never works with working with a comedian because at some point there's like this competition or this.
or someone
but-
is growing at a different
Right.
level in
Well,
terms
yeah.
of getting opportunities, and then there's
This
a-
sounds like one because you had that connection before. It was my thing. I was divorced, and I always dated guys that I had some history with. Like the guy that I got married to the second time lived around the block from me growing up.
See?
Because there was just a familiarity, a connection, and having that college sort of experience with him. I'm kind of
and
rooting
kind
for
of the
this.
same background in
Background.
terms of
Or
And
ambition.
he
comedy.
would come to my shit, but not tell me.
Nice.
And I love that.
Oh, that's
nice.
cool.
Because it's not like a thing.
Right.
He was just like, you did really good tonight.
See
and I was
that?
like, whoa.
And then he didn't have to go out and like
Wait,
sing
No.
karaoke
you would find
or
out he was
something.
there after the show,
After.
or
He
like-
would tell me.
Oh.
He'd be like, you did really good tonight.
So you didn't even know he was there
No,
even
he
after the
wouldn't
show.
say
You were
like,
He
I'm
was just
coming.
supporting
I'm,
you.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'd
that's
be
so
like,
cool.
I'm just want to check you out. Then
Aw.
one time, oh, what did he do? It was so sweet. It was just really sweet. And I was just like, you didn't have to do that. And he's like, no, I wanted to do that. But it was a growth difference with us, just because he's done a lot of things in which he never, because he's like 2 years older than me, but he would never put that, like, you know. And I was just like starting to get things that he has already gotten. So he would just be like, yeah, he
kind of
would
walking. He was like mentoring you
yeah,
in a
he
way.
would kind of be like, you gotta go do that.
Right.
Like, you
See,
have to
that's
do,
nice.
you gotta. And I was like, this is dope. Why
That's a
can't
cool
we
feeling.
fucking
Yeah,
make
it's
this
Really
work?
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
He also has a kid though,
Okay.
which is not a bad
Not
thing,
a
because I
bad
know the
thing.
older I get, the more people who they are gonna have children. That's what happens. Shit, it may happen to my ass.
Yeah.
But that was a thing where it was like a lot of his time was
Sure.
in respect.
You wouldn't want to be with somebody that didn't.
Girl,
right?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Once I
Right.
would find out, it's done.
Yeah.
do you want to have kids yourself?
I do. I love children.
Okay.
Where's
That's another thing where I'm like, man, I want a guy so bad.
You're young though. Like you,
You're
that's
right.
you don't have that
You got
pressure or
time.
that feeling. No.
My mom pressures a little bit, just
Oh
because.
really?
And I'm like,
You
I
get
got
off
a
my
whole bunch of
back.
sisters and brothers. But I'm like, they have kids. Why can't?
Yeah. Right. That
I'm
should
like,
take
do
the
y'all
pressure off
really
you.
think about me as a kid? Y'all really want that right now?
Are you the youngest in your family?
No, I'm the middle. I have 2 younger brothers, but I have 2 older sisters.
Okay.
And they have children. And my brother, the way him and his girlfriend are going, they probably gonna have one too. But I have like, how many nieces and nephews I got? It's a bunch of
lot.
them. Like
Yeah.
5.
Isn't that
Like, your
enough?
mom
Why do you
should be
need your
happy.
own?
My mom loves family.
Yeah.
My family's huge.
Yeah, but for you though.
But having family too means then you stay close to your mom. You know. Then
Yeah, I
you're-
think it's that, like, as she gets older and we're all, like, all of us live spread out. Like, my brother is in college in Ohio. My baby brother just graduated high school and he's about to go off. And then one of my sisters lives in Memphis, and then my other
wow, it's
sister
all over.
lives way out in the suburbs in Illinois. But it's just like, I think she wants that, like, closeness
Right,
back. And
right.
she's like, man, because I told her, I'm like, if I have a baby now, Mom, it's gonna be with you. Like, I
Right.
got shit that I want to do
Yeah.
that I
Right.
have to do now.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, you got time. You can get all your shit done, get famous and everything, and then have a kid.
exactly, let me get famous so I can take care of these kids.
Right.
'Cause shit.
Kids plural. You're gonna have lots.
Yeah, I want like at least 2.
You could keep one on each coast.
You get
Voice
3.
of reason.
Yeah. Jeannie finally brings something to the table.
Paul.
So do you get approached after your shows by dudes that like, cause you talk about being single on stage sometimes.
Yeah, I do. The online dating shit.
Do you do online dating?
I am on there. I just got accepted to, I guess, I'm getting up there because Raya just approved me. It's like
Raya's for the celebrities. And
yeah,
shit.
it's
Oh,
like
nice.
it's like the little exclusive.
I was thinking, like,
thing.
wait, why haven't I heard about this?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
My manager was like, "You need to get on Raya." I'm like, they ain't gonna approve me." She was like, "Yeah, they are.
Nice.
You have a good following, blah blah." So I'm like, whatever. But
So tell me, what this is though. It's just like
Raya is for, they kind of like, it's like a lot of the celebrities, or like even if you're not a celebrity, but you want someone who kind of will understand you or be
In the industry.
Your bracket.
Okay, so industry based.
It's
Okay,
industry
yeah,
based.
yeah.
Like, so you have not just people who are comedians or entertainers, but you have like one of my friends, she's dating an artist, like an actual painter. He paints, but
we're just artists with our words.
Did you get
Exactly.
connected? You see people like, oh, I saw him on the Allstate commercial.
Would it would it
I
come
run
to
into
this?
friends too, and I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
that
Chris,
kind of
what you
happens though. But it doesn't turn into this thing where you're just somebody's trying to star fuck you or something. Like, how do you know?
No,
Because
I mean,
everybody's in it.
You have some people who, before I got, when I say just got on there, like this just happened like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So I'm not really in the thick of it. And then when I have time to be on there or want to be on
Is it
there,
like swiping and stuff?
it is like it'll suggest people to you
Yeah.
where like
There's
it has,
Macaulay Culkin. What the fuck?
right,
Who's
you be
that?
like, the fuck. Most of the time, you see so many of your friends who are in the industry, like,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't want to date
Right.
Michael Che. That's my fucking like a big brother. He don't want to date me.
Right.
So, but
So now we just called out Michael Che for being
That's all
on.
right.
yeah. I mean,
He talks about it on there.
He talks about
Yeah,
it
he
all the
talks
time.
about
He
it.
even posts like his
Yeah.
stuff.
That's kind of cool.
But yeah.
But then you're meeting people that are understanding the industry and what your schedule's like. And
right.
ambition
I
and
think
shit.
that's the main reason why they do it, or even just like.
That's a good idea.
You're not going to get on it.
I tried already. They said, who?
Right, but I've seen people hook up like
Yeah.
but if you gonna hook up with a person who ain't gonna go run around saying they fucked such
Right,
and such, why
right.
wouldn't you
Yeah,
wanna
Right.
hook up with that person?
Absolutely.
Because they can't do that to themselves either. But you have a lot of people out here who be trying to just hook up with people and then want to brag on that.
Yeah,
And it's
right.
like, but with that, they have a thing where it's an understanding where
Yeah.
if we do hook up, this is on us. Like,
Right.
Is it a hookup app or is it?
no, it's an actual
like Bumble.
it's like an app. It's a real dating app. Like you try to find.
How
mates.
did you get? What are the requirements to get on there?
You like they do a background check.
Yeah.
They look at your following, your connections, like who you're friends with. You have
gotta
to
get
have
on there.
like 3 references.
Wow.
All
And
right.
let's put you out, Paul.
No, I got one right here. So I
Right,
got 2 more.
right.
I just want to. I want to meet Heather Graham.
When
That's
I
it.
tell you, my manager did it all for me because she was so fucking. Let me do it. I'm like, you do it then.
Yeah.
She's on there too.
Oh, okay.
So this could be promising, though. This could be like this. You could find somebody. You could meet somebody.
I could. I might. And who knows? I might find somebody on Coffee Meets Bagel. Or
Are you on there
Bumble.
too?
I am on
Now
there.
this is
We
the
just
second
learned about
time we've
this,
heard
yeah.
about this.
I like Coffee Meets Bagel
Really?
because it kind of works in our favor. Because
Our favor being
I'm
what?
sorry, like the women's
Women's
side.
favor.
Okay,
because
gotcha.
I guess from the history of like some people like stalker type
Sure.
shit, which could go both ways. But you get to select if you want to disclose whatever amount
okay.
of whatever you want to, whether it's phone number, whether it's your face, your profile, when you connect with them. So it'll show like like if I pull it up, it'll say like this person likes you, and if I don't like him back, or if I could read through and I'm just like, nah, I'm
No.
good, it won't show that person like
He saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
or it won't show just like it'll just make it seem like you never even
So the guys only see the ones of girls that like them.
right.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
And so I went on 2 dates off of that app in New York.
Oh yeah.
No.
What's the worst?
Wait, why no?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this one dude was just a fucking mess. He's like, yeah, you know, I wanna we should oh, what did he say? He just kept asking me all this shit, this questions after question. I'm like, yeah, we should meet up. Because I'm not finna we should meet up. Like after at least especially after a week, I'm not finna keep like what the fuck
texting.
Right.
Someone, yeah.
So I gave him the name of a coffee place and I'm like, well, we can meet in Midtown. He's like, well, can we meet here? And so I'm like, okay. Then he asked to change it again, and I was like, nope, we're not doing this.
That's it.
So then I gave him one more shot in the middle of the week. He shows up late, like an hour late, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
you waited for him?
I waited because I lived a block down.
Okay, yeah.
And I waited to let him know that you ain't
You
you're not.
Just to tell him off. I waited to tell him off.
I was like, oh, well, yeah, this is nice meeting. He's like, yeah, so we should. I was like, no. You're showing me who you are.
Right.
You're showing me who you are from changing the
Did you
dates.
call him out?
I did.
Yeah,
I was like,
good.
you're showing me who you are. Like, you come an hour late. Like, and then he was one of those where I work at this hospital. Like, he was like a, what do you call those people who
Nurse.
when you put them to sleep for surgery?
Anesthesiologist.
Yeah, he did some shit like that. And he was just like, well, and I was like, I got shit to do too.
Your
like,
time's not more
and my
important.
whole thing is just be straight up.
Right.
Don't have me change a location and then, you know, oh, well, no, here, well, okay, here, and then I'm an hour late. Nah.
Right.
I
Fuck
can't
that
get my
guy.
time back. I can get money back, but
What about the other guy?
the other guy was decent, but he was too clingy too fast.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, bro, I hate clingy. Absolutely hate it.
It's really a turn off. It really is.
It is. I had a date in LA recently, 2 weeks ago. Clingy dude, very insecure. And I was just like, this is such a turn off.
Right.
And I was so turned on by him. Because he was nice. And he also, I love hip hop. And he's like, he does hip hop on the side of his other job. And he was doing some great shit. And it was actually 3 things that turned me off about him.
Okay.
But he,
What's the other one? She's
So-
about to dish.
me being the hustler that I am, and when I say hustle, like I grind hard to
Yeah.
make shit happen for myself. And my support system is everything to me as well, like that I've built through being genuine and organic. But we were chilling one night and I was just like, yeah, so he was like, he's like, man, I got mad respect for you. You be, you know, like what you were saying, you be everywhere, you make it happen, this and that. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, so how are you in LA? And he's like, my mom pays for, like, they pay for everything. Mind you,
How old is this dude?
this dude is 27. We're from the same place. We're both from Southside Chicago. And I know his people. Like, I know his family. They aren't, like, some rich family who's just, like, he has a fucking, somebody left him some money or
Trust fund,
something.
yeah.
Right. You know, it's like, I was like, your mom works really hard and she, you know, like, what the fuck? You're what do you, and I was like, do you have to work tomorrow, this and that? Because he was like, well, what are you doing tomorrow? Because he's trying to fish for days that we can hang out some more. So I'm like, I got X, Y, and Z. What do you have? No woman or man, nobody wants to hear a person who ain't got shit to do the next day. He literally told me, he's like, well, I'm probably going to sleep until like 11. Then maybe work on
I
some
gotta
music.
play video games.
By
for
the
now.
way, I'm here because my mom pays my fucking rent.
right.
And I'm sitting here, bro,
Right.
no, I didn't want this to start. And I'm like, we the same age, and you like, you got me busting my shit, and you're sitting here talking about my mom. Well, my mom pays my rent. And I was just like, this ain't gonna work.
So what are you looking? What is a ideal guy got to be for you? What
So
are your turn-ons?
I'm not a materialistic person.
Right.
I love basketball. I'm not saying they got to be a basketball player, but I love tall dudes.
Sure.
It's just I
You're
love
short,
tall.
though. You're
I
not
am
that
short.
tall.
Isn't that how it always goes?
That's
though?
true.
Mind you, I'm not Xing out nobody else who's not tall. I love tall dudes. I
It's
love
just what you
somebody
like.
who
Yeah.
make me laugh. I love lanky though too. See, I don't know why. It's just what I like.
Okay.
Lanky, funny, nice, kind.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind to people.
Right. And you got to find them funny. Not that they have to be a
Yeah.
comedian, but you have to find them
What
funny.
about Blake
Right.
Griffin? He's funny.
Man,
He's a basketball
Blake
player.
Griffin is like a homie though, and he's
What's
going
that
through
mean?
enough
He can
shit. No,
dunk.
like I know him. Like
Oh,
he's
okay.
like a homie.
Oh, you do?
I wasn't saying it like it. I'm like that's the homie. But my big sister Cecily, that's one of her close friends.
Oh, right.
They did a movie together and shit, so I was able to meet him
Oh, that's cool.
several times.
So
and
he's probably got 20 basketball friends that you can just hang out with and find out.
I need to, but just like confidence, but not in a cocky way.
Yeah.
A confidence where, like the person I just told you about, there was nothing confidence about him because he'd be like, I know you're busy. I hate when people start off a text, I know you're busy, but
I'm
no,
bothering
have
you.
some fucking
I bet he's confident though when he wakes up at 11 and
right.
when he's playing Tour of Duty with
But-
12-year-olds
Right.
on his video
It's the
game.
same thing you
And
said
you
when
could-
the guy made you wait for an hour. Somebody shows you who they are, that
believe
easily
them.
believe them. So when some guy say my mom is paying my rent out here and she's probably working 2 jobs in Chicago,
And I know-
that'll be you in 5
Right.
years paying his rent.
Hello?
Fuck
That's
that.
I'm not finna
No.
do this shit.
I like that
Like-
you're 27 and you have this figured out.
Bro.
I told you. I knew that the
Yeah.
minute I talked to her on the
You
phone. I was
do.
like,
Nobody
this shit's fucking...
has time. Like, it's who you surround yourself
It
with
is.
too. Look
Absolutely.
at y'all. Y'all dope individuals. No, seriously.
No, I
Me-
mean, Jeanie
I am.
doesn't bring anything to the table. Let's just...
Jeannie
I know-
got a whole husband. I'm sitting by the right person.
Barely,
Okay. She about to
barely.
be my
Oh.
voice of reason when I get up out of here. too.
Whenever you need one.
We are out of time. I
Aw.
can't believe it.
No,
We are
this
way
was
out of
so
time.
fun.
Yeah, I
That's
know. We
fun.
got to have you back, please. I want to hear more about what happens. with
Whenever you
these
come through
people. Yeah,
Chicago.
please
For
please come back.
real.
Let me know next time too, so we can get you on the show and everything too.
Of course, I got
And I
you,
could
bro.
show you where the light is again. Be like, hey, you know where the light is?
Sheedz, you know where the light is? Sheedz.
The best is
light.
we had a show later at a different club, and I went up to him like, hey, do you know where the light is? And you go, oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, all right.
Okay.
We're gonna
all
fuck like
right.
this for the rest of our lives.
Okay.
That's going to be our thing.
Sheedz, where can people find out more about you online and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, y'all could definitely
Besides
follow.
on Raya.
Look, if you are 6 feet or above, you can tap me anytime now. But you can find me on my Facebook is Rashida Sheedz. That's Rashida, because there's 2 ways to spell Rashida Sheedz. Sheedz. Spelled the same way on Twitter, spelled the same way on IG. And then as far as shows that I got coming up, I just got added to Amanda Seals' Smart, Funny, and Black tour for the Chicago leg
Nice.
on Tuesday. It's sold out, so
Oh.
I wish I could say grab tickets, but both shows sold out. And Monday you might catch me in these streets giving out book bags and food cards and venture cards to at-risk Chicago kids who need it, and we should all be uplifted.
What's
and
that
better.
organization again? Too?
It's a Sheedz Success Team.
Okay.
Awesome.
So it's all funded by independent funders and friends, and we do this every summer and we do it
Awesome.
every Christmas.
Awesome.
We do the same thing. So yeah, and then catch me in LA. I'm gonna be back though.
Yeah,
When
we
I
gotta
be
get you
back,
back.
hopefully
I'll be in
I'll be
LA
back.
too. So when I see you out there
Yeah, hit
in
me up.
August, this month, later this month. So
Hit my line, man.
I will. All right, thanks so much, Rashida, coming on. Thanks, Jeanie Doogan, for nothing.
Thanks,
And
Paul.
that's another episode of Singles Only Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Paul Farahvar.